Coach, please start with an opening statement.
My heart goes out. My heart goes out to the seniors because they're done, and I am extremely proud and happy that we ended on the proper note. And I need to say this to be thorough. My heart goes out to Terry Nash, also from Northern Michigan. He's been a class act all 4 years. He's played his tail off, and as excited as I am for our seniors to win, I'm sorry to see good people leave the league, and that happens. As far as the game goes, I'm really happy that we did stuff right in the second half. We at times in the first half we did stuff pretty well, but for the most part in the second half we executed our stuff and got the ball inside and played inside out basketball. But extremely proud of the end, beating the two UP teams on Saturday and Monday, and that's because that's not an easy chore. But credit goes to our guys for getting that done.
Questions?
They hit 10 threes in the first half. You guys make any defensive adjustments to hold the threes?
You know what? They hit 10 threes, and it was nerve-wracking because they did it for the whole game last year. Again, this rivalry game, you don't know who's going to be making shots, and you don't know who's going to be the factor that puts each team over the hump. And Nash did a really nice job for them in the first half, and he cooled down at halftime. But we didn't really do anything except basically challenge our kids, to be honest with you. We have to learn our system better, our defensive system. I don't care if it's the last half of the last game of whatever year it is. You still got to try to get better, and we challenge them at halftime.
The halftime adjustments to get Monroe the ball more on the back screens in the second half seemed to pay off. Or is that just a point of emphasis on? You
know what? Well, he only had 4, and speaking of Terry Nash, he did a good job guarding them, and they switched all night long. But we needed to get Monroe going, and he had a big second half.
Is this kind of a game that can propel you guys forward, closing it out the way you guys did, making the plays down the stretch?
Yeah, I certainly hope so. Again, the guys we challenged were our young kids, guys that hadn't been in the program, and have only played 1 year. So I hope it does, and I hope it carries over. And we can't. You need to continue to get better. Every practice, every game is what we try to strive for, obviously. But I think those guys learned a little bit on defense in the second half.
As a coach, seeing a guy like Kyle Monroe just go off in that second half, and really most of the second half of the season, Kyle's been kind of that main guy for you. What does that do for you as a coach, knowing, hey, I have this guy 3 more years? You know what?
It's an awesome feeling. We can't let him settle. He's got to continue to get better. He's got to be better on the defensive end. And one of the biggest things that he's going to have to do is develop his body, because he's going to get pounded for 3 years. He's going to take a pounding from one if not 2 guys, but that's good, and he'll get that process. He's very competitive, and he will rise to that task. The nice thing about it is, if this year, when you mentioned Kyle getting, being our leading scorer and having him back, but us looking for him, like for instance in this second half, is I thought he had great support from Heath, and I thought our bigs helped him out, and then Dylan chipped in whenever he could, and so did Jeff Gregory. So the future's bright. So, and we got to build on these last couple of games and not let them think that just because we ended up good that we you got to start over next year. Nobody's going to give you anything, but I feel confident about the future.
Anything else?
Thanks, Coach.